Yeah, scarred but we're never dead. Heart like a rebel red. Bars from a thoroughbred. Sharp like an arrowhead. Believe in peace for all beings in each region. The trees breathing, streams deep in the spring season.
A runway fashion show highlighting Native designers and featuring Indigenous models was amongst the highlights of the 2023 Reservation Economic Summit. The runway featured music from MC1 and included Native celebrities like Mariah Watchman, Defy, Tanya Johal, and more. The celebration lasted into the night and culminated in a club-style dance floor. Res has been a leading summit for both up-and-coming and established Native businesses looking to network, and it provides learning tracks including business development skills, one-on-one consultations from professionals in many fields, and breakout sessions, all centered around American Indian enterprise.
When all of these different tribes from all over the country, and even really all over the world, if you think about it, come together and we're talking trade, we're talking commerce, we're talking ancient economies that we've had, and figuring out a way to incorporate it into modern day Indian life.
One of the main things that I've always focused on is really trying to make sure that we set ourselves up for success, meaning how can we embrace and how can we empower our people to be more resilient? How can we embrace our people to make sure that they can do for themselves as well? And that's one of the reasons why I'm here at Res 2023, is to find out who's here at Res, whether it's programs or technology companies or software companies, on how can they help us streamline our processes back on Navajo. And also there's federal partners that are here as well that have different suggestions or different ways of trying to elevate our Navajo Nation.
The conference today showed a lot of influence. It showed a lot of influence between Native American people gathering around together, and that we're able to find success in all avenues in this world.
Native entrepreneurs who are based on reservation lands are the backbone of our economy, our local economy, and they're absolutely crucial. And we want to support them and to help them grow and to achieve all their goals that they want to achieve as business owners and entrepreneurs. And that's what's going to help keep our economy going and growing and strengthening it and diversifying it, all the good things for our future generations.
The conference is an economic development center for tribal governments as well, and includes many speakers from federal agencies who are there to let tribes know about economic help in the form of federal funding and grants to address various issues on tribal lands, including the lack of broadband, accessing health care, and deteriorating road conditions.
The challenges that we're hearing in Indian country when it comes to transportation connectivity, we see the challenges, and you know this, on the school bus routes. And the potholes and the road conditions, and when it snows, you know, what happens to my child? How long will that child sit on the school bus when it's a horrible road? Also to the bridge conditions. But we also heard some really good, enthusiastic leaders that are very much interested in continuing engaging with DOT. So we're really excited for that continued effort.
It's an extraordinary gathering. I mean, a chance to see and talk to tribal leaders from every corner of the country is pretty unique. One other thing, tragically, we've heard from so many tribes is concerns about roadway safety. One of the tragedies we know is in this country we're experiencing a real epidemic of roadway deaths, and those deaths are disproportionately in Indian nations for all the reasons we can understand. As Arlando was saying, substandard roads without shoulders, without lighting, without the features that help make them safe. And I can tell you that's something we're very committed to tackling.
Entrepreneurship in Indian country is vast, from digital media to designers, cannabis dispensaries to entertainment. But the excitement from participants of all ages is definitely present.
For the first time, I'm seeing Native Americans in movies, on television. It is just fabulous to watch.
The collection is called The Empowerment Piece. For so long, there's been cultural appropriation, and I was extremely excited to showcase it last night. I was actually contacted by Cora Chandler. She is phenomenal for advocating for Indigenous fashion design. She's really trying to shift the narrative and really help put us out on the forefront, and give us that platform to be able to not only showcase designs, but get into business, get into the spaces to be able to grow, to have, contracts in the future, on a larger scale. And I really think that that is positioning creative artisans across Indian country to stimulate like generational wealth. You know, we all want to not only just create the money right now, but we want our family to be successful in the future.
It's really exciting to be a young business leader for my tribe. I will be speaking on a panel with a handful of other amazing people in the cannabis industry. So to be here is to kind of take what is happening in these larger industries and just take what Indian country is trying to do and sort of merge that, because at the end of the day, it's cannabis we're talking about. It's a plant. There's business mindsets on it. There's all these different kinds of things, but really just making sure that the sacredness of that plant is preserved by Indigenous people.
This is my first time at Res, so I'm really learning a lot about the different entrepreneurial journeys and the different endeavors that other natives are doing, and it's just really eye-opening because you see it on TV, you see it on the news, all these great things that are happening all over the world, but these are native people doing it. These are native people accomplishing all these goals, like creating all these really great businesses that are native-driven, native-owned, and they're benefiting native people.